That's right. Good now, everyone. I hope this broadcast finds you well. My name is Artorius Winchester, Scholar of the Dreaming Glade, and welcome back to Day 3 of Shadowverse Worlds Beyond. We are really getting in there. Whew. It's, I'm honestly surprised. Like, I know I've done most of, I think, what you can do at this point. In terms of packs, like, I think there's still a couple of things I haven't done, but I'm genuinely surprised with how the upcry, or like the upcry? I was going to say uproar and outcry, but kind of combine the two. But that aside, the upcry, sure. You know, despite kind of the, I'm going to pick one. I'm picking uproar. Despite all the uproar about the economy, and don't get me wrong, I think obviously this is definitely, we're in a honeymoon phase with the game at the minute. Where we're getting all of our first fairer, you know, extra packs, and all of our, you know, first time completing the tutorial quests and that. But I'm amazed to see how many, like, decent decks I've been able to put together. Obviously my concern is, you know, this next expansion and then the coming expansions after that, where we have 2 months to, you know, get the latest expansion and save for the next one. It's like how, you know, how's that going to work? Because, you know, packs are dearer, vials are dearer, but we are getting a lot of supplementaries for that. Like I say, I think so far it's better than I thought. But I think, you know, the fullness of time will tell exactly how the monetization is in this. But for now, like I say, I am excited. I just realized I haven't changed my little, you know, I'm going to keep him parking. Whatever. In fact, no, hold on. I won't keep him parking. I've changed my mind. Artie... There we go. There we are. Changed the little lad to have his cards there. So, yeah, I don't want to hop in with too much more, like, harping on about that, to be fair. Other than, like I say, I'm saying that so far I'm pleasantly surprised. I have messages? I'll open them later. Cool. Right. So... speaking of the park, actually, so a couple of things I've done off-stream. Again, haven't had the most amount of time to, like, do everything, but I've got all of these done now. So every single one of these, I think, has been beaten. I haven't done the deck tutorials. Like I said, there's still, what, like, that's 500, 1,000, 1,500, like, just shy of 2k here that I could be picking up. And as you can see, I've got a decent amount of rupees. I've also done some of the park quests, and that's given me a few more, like, bits and bobs. Namely, I've now got 12 Legends Rise tickets and a Legendary Pack ticket. Now, I'm not sure if hitting the Legendary Pack affects the pity counter for this. It probably doesn't. But, I don't want to open this first yet, anyway, because the other thing we have... it's worth going to the yonder park for is, oh, hang on, since we can get in. Oh, God. Are we in? We're just about in. Right. Jesus Christ, this is chugging a bit. Hold on, just got to give it a second to load in, everyone. I guess we're playing at peak hours, it's time to load in everyone's avatars and that. But yeah, but point is, we got 5 more of these park keys. So I want to open them up first, you know. Hey, maybe we roll that 100 packs. Who knows? Probably not, but... Nope, you can have 4 cosmetics. Fair enough. That was me being greedy on the 100 packs. I mean, don't get me wrong, it'd be nice, but... I think there's other opportunities to earn these. Like I say, weekly, we seem to get, what, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then another 14 from these. So about 24 goes at this. All of our first, like, first fairer, like, global tickets have been completed now, so we've got this big pile of presents in the center, which is nice, I guess. We've got, I don't think I've ever actually been over here. Who are you? Shop attendant. Okay, what are you, what's this about? Is this all, like, gonna try and get me to pay, like, actual rupees for cosmetics? Well, rupees or gems, actually. I'm not paying either. Yeah. So I should really not be looking at this. Can I try it on? I mean... fucking Artie put on the maid outfit or something. I don't know. Yeah, no, it's not really my style. I think, I'm not really into that. This is a bit more me, but yeah, like I say, not hugely bothered about, yeah, remove all lamps from the cart. I don't want to buy anything here. Not hugely bothered by this. Nice it exists. My rupees are for packs and packs alone, because, you know, boy howdy are we perhaps going to need them. Someone actually got the Daria visit? God damn. Okay. So, with that out of the way, now I think we can return home and do a little bit of pack opening. Again, I'm not really expecting anything to change any of my decks here. The only thing that would have a huge shift is, like I say, us unpacking a D shift. But, you know, we'll just kind of be that as it may. Alright. Here we go, legendary pack. Which one we gonna get? Garyu and a Genesis Dragon. Okay. I mean, I'll be honest, I've kind of given up on Dragoncraft, so that's a bit disappointing, but, you know, it is what it is. Like, if it was an anathema, that would be kind of cool, but I just don't think a second Garyu, or Ganryu, or whatever his name is gonna particularly help. Right. We've got another 10 pull here, though, anyway, which we get a guaranteed legendary from. 2 guaranteed if we get one in the first 2 packs. For those playing along at home. That's not it. Okay. And yeah, that's it. In fact, I think that's my 4th Ralmia. This might legitimately be my 4th Ralmia. Another Juno is really good as well. Okay. And this means we guaranteed get another legendary because of the pity timer. Okay. Nothing much there. An Aragavi? Or Aragavi? Aragavi? I don't know. Clean Aloe Vera, whatever his name is. A Roach is very cool, actually. That's a very good gold. This guy, I'm not really sure about. Like, maybe he's good. That's our 2 guaranteed legendaries, though, anyway. So, anything else here is now a bonus. Exchange ticket for Daria? Or D-Shift, you know? Playing legendaries, none of them are D-Shift or Daria. Sword gold, who cares? Demonic Call is potentially interesting for like a spell boost rune that wants to finish with Kuon. And I have 2 of them now, so that's something. We have collection level 10. Let's go and briefly check if that scores us any pack tickets, actually. I imagine not. It'll just be like a bunch of rupees, but yeah, I mean, it's 500 rupees still, though. That's pretty good. Alright, so that brings us to our final 2 pack tickets. And then we could spend 3 just to round out the... just to round out the pity timer. I'm not against spending 3. Okay, yeah, nothing much there. And nothing much there. Alright. So, I'm going to do something that I think is maybe it's a pro gamer move, maybe I'm just being stupid. So we're going to disenchant manually here. And we're going to want to make sure we press this every single time. As I think you should anyway, to be fair. So again, as, you know, as per our stuff from yesterday, commons will keep the animateds for because it's really not, like, too much of a bother for us. Silvers and above, I'm sorry, your time is up. Oh, we have to have a shiny apprentice astrologer. Neat. You can actually use that card. We'll keep the animators you use. Now, I'm pretty sure you're not actually that good. Probably hit the card cap limit in a minute. I don't think I had a shiny owl summoner before, so that's nice. Holy Shield Maiden is pretty good from what I've seen. Puppet Shield, why not? Okay, right, there we are. And I also want to check that none of the, okay, there we are, we hit it. So that brings us up to 7,600 dust. There we go. So, what I'm gonna do is potentially like a huge high roll play, shall we say? Because I think Portal is like top of the totem pole at the minute. Like pretty, well, either Portal or Haven, honestly. But I think Haven will be fixed like next step when they just introduce, no, I do have just 3 Ralmias. Okay, that changes things a bit. And none of these are gold, it's all just silver and commons. Okay. Now the problem is, I do need a little more for my plan to work here. Because the plan was, we get a 3rd duplicate gold, if we can. I'm not sure which golds we'd be able to get that on, to be fair. Like, let's just filter by our gold cards. Like, what can we potentially get a 3rd one of? Like a... Here we are, let's have a look. A Penelope, a Miriam, a Mukan, a Juno now. Just those 4. Okay, so it's not the most, like, sound plan, but if we can get a 3rd one of them, or a 3rd legendary, which we'd be looking for exclusively, like, Kuon, Forte I've got 3 of, and Ralmia, I think. Yeah, like a 3rd one of those. Then I would quite happily, keep that around. If it's Ralmia specifically, I'm going to keep her around for a bit. If it's any of the other ones, then I believe we have somewhere. In fact, no, not Dex. Hold on. Maybe it's in the cards menu. If I just like hit a gold, yeah, create premium cards. So you can create an animated version, and the animated versions disenchant for way more than the normal versions. Now, I don't care about shiny cards. I'm putting this on a gold that I've got, you know, more than the excess of, and then disenchanting it for max thing. The same with, you know, any of the legendaries. It goes particularly hard for Ralmia, though, because I believe if you, if I like make her a shiny, and then if I, you know, she's lucky to get 4 of her, and then I wait, and then if she gets nerfed, she disenchants for full value, as opposed to like the bat 3rd or so most cards do normally. So I could potentially reap a huge fucking reward there. And with that, like I say, I know I said I wasn't going to spend any more rupees, and I really shouldn't, if I'm being honest. But I think just rounding out the pity timer on this is worth it. Because you get guaranteed legendary in 3 packs. Let's buy 3 packs then. Like I said, just to kind of edge ourselves into that. And then anything else, we're fine, we're fine. So we get a guaranteed legendary out of this. And it's Cock. Okay. Well, we've got 2nd Cock now, but you don't really run 2 of him. So, you're very disappointing legendary, I'd say. And then nothing here. And I have been cursed for my hubris. Well, we got a 3rd Roach. Okay, you know what? For the 3rd Roach, that's okay. We're fine with that. There we are. I've only just got the Kakaitis emblem, but I've already been using one. How have I? Okay, whatever. Don't know how that works, but sure. Right. Now, let's go back to our manual liquefy. Again, get some of this chaff out of here. There we go. And there we go. Okay, right. Oh, still a couple more. Okay. Right, there we go. So that puts us up to 8,200 dust. I don't really want to spend any of that yet. I suppose, to be fair, that is enough to craft 2 D-shifts and a gold. So if I wanted to play D-shift rune, I could. But that does spend all of my dust ahead of the next expansion. And like I say, I'm really hesitant on spending anything before I see the lay of the land. It's an unwise investment at the minute when I think I'm doing all right enough with the cards I've got. Like, yes, my decks could be better with a couple of extra legendaries here and there. But I don't see that as a reason to go whole hog. Let me just check that we are... Are we still not going here? Oh, I tell you what I've done. I've fucked that up. Right, hold on. Oopsie. I see what I've done. In my haste to get things started, I've messed up the Twitch title and YouTube title. Hang on. Right. Do excuse me, stream. Sorry, I just been realised I've been doing all of this, and then can I just get to my? Oh, it's that arrow. Right, I see. Hang about. I've got to edit this. God's sake. Okay, never mind. Apparently I don't. Man, there we go. Right. Let's get rid of this. In fact, yeah, get rid of this. And then edit this. Apologies for the small admin break. I gotta put my funny joke back in the description. And I hope that's not coming through too loud. There, so I've got to save that. I'll have to do the thumbnail later. Unless I can do it now. Can I do it now? Yes, I can. Right, I'm going to do it now. Here we go. There we go. Onto you. Save there. We're in. Copy this. Repost this. Hold on. Try this one instead. There we go. There we go. Right. Excellent. And then, yeah, I guess the one advantage of not being able to post links on Twitter is that people just find my YouTube channel and work from there anyway. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. So there's that. Right. Now. I should not do another temple. I will regret doing another temple, is the thing. Because getting dust feels cool and all, you know, number go up, but having just raw cards is way better than dust in basically every circumstance. Like, if I get more tickets, we'll do more pulls at some point, but, and by we, I mean probably me off stream, if we're being entirely honest. But yeah, so, I want to talk about, my kind of deck situation. Can I move these around, actually? I can rearrange them. Oh, excellent. Right. So, decks can be dragged anyway. Yes, love you. So, I'm going to have to put a couple of decks on the back burner here. Okay, I can't move them to a different page. So, here's my kind of lineup, I guess, of order of strength of my decks at the minute. And I say this is a rough order of decks, because, okay, so, Ramp Dragon I just don't have the cards for. It's kind of, I mean, I say that as, I have got 3 Fortes and 2 Ganus, but without Anathema, the deck feels quite anemic, I'll be honest. And also, it kind of, it doesn't matter how big your creatures that you play are when Haven is super in the meta, because they just play the 6-mana gold amulet that kills everything, and then they play it again, and then they play it again, and then they play the taunt that brings it back, so they can play it again. It's just, it doesn't matter. And it's not like you can try and storm them down either, because they have a 1,000,000 ward and a 1,000,000 healing. So, you know, you just kind of shit out of luck. Same sort of deal with Reanimate Abyss. It runs, I think, really poorly into the current meta. Reanimate Abyss possibly even more so. Despite the fact I think it's like a slightly stronger deck than Ramp Dragon in terms of the cards I've got. I've just realised all these have got the wrong back on. Hold on a sec. It's a minor change, but I've goddamn got my fancy old sleeves. I'm gonna, well, not fancy, my almost look the same old sleeves. I'm gonna use them. Right. Let's get these lot done. There we go. There we go. go. Right. Cool. So, yeah, so I think Ramp Dragon, Reanimate Abyss, like I say, we're at day 2, 3 of, you know, quote-unquote, the meta, but from what I've been seeing so far, the top 2 decks are definitely Amulet Haven and, like, Portal of kind of any variety. Like, Puppet and Artifact are both really good. I've personally leaned Artifact because I like the new cool, like, fusion thing. But those 2 are, like, definitely top of the pecking order. Because they have insane board clear basically every turn. Like, they've got good win cons. Like, Amulet Haven has, like, literally just stalling you out and then playing... Like, it stalls you out and plays big creatures. Like, it just does what Ramp Dragon wants to do, but better. That's if it doesn't kill you early with, like, you know, the Pact of the Beast Princess, like, Gold Amulet just summons a 4/4 fucking Rush Tiger. Why does the Tiger have Rush now? They didn't need that. But yeah, okay, so there's that. And then Artifact Portal can pull, like, or any kind of, like, I guess most people, I think, are playing a mix of Portal types because, like, there are some cards from each archetype that are just too hard to pass up. Like, a quote-unquote Artifact Portal deck will still run the card that gives you 2 1-cost 3/3s with Rush, because that's just insane trading value. It'll still give you Medical Grade Assassin, because, again, insane trade value. Just, yeah, I'd like a thing with Russian Ward, please. It'll probably still run Puppet Theater for a similar sort of trade value thing, and it'll definitely run Orcus, because it's just another, like, 8-drop legendary that, like, can win you the game. And if you combine that with, you know, like, another couple of Orcuses and, like, Ralmias as well to just dump artifacts, and then your big boy Gundam, it's just like you have 7 win cons. So you keep playing them until one of them knocks your opponent over. So yeah, like I say, these 2 very strong decks at the minute. I have an Artifact Portal. I did just get a Ralmia. Let me see if I can... I haven't really looked at this list. I'm not sure, like, what the big idea, as it were, with Artifact is. So these are both Super Evolve effects. I don't really want to use my Super Evolve on, like, Olivia as the thing. I think I would rather have 3rd Ralmia. I'd rather have, like, honestly, 2nd Orcus. But, you know, let's hope we do. Now, is there any Artifact cards I'm missing? Oh, yeah, she's kind of important. She's kind of insane, actually. Yeah, I might need to craft one of her. I will make an exception to, like, my normal rule. Why have I got so many 3-drops? Do I really need this many Apollos? I kind of don't think I do. Yeah. You know what? Let's ditch both the Apollos, and let's put in. It's very hard for me to not just craft 2 of these. I'm going to be real. So that's what, 1,500. It brings us below the threshold for 2 legendaries, but it's not by much. I think I've got to, honestly. This card is stupid, and it's a good Evo effect, which we're also kind of missing. Yeah, we're gonna create 2 of her. There we go. And we're gonna shove both of them in there. And yeah, that's kind of my Artifact Portal list at the minute. Like I say, you know, still running Puppet Shield. I'm not actually running Medical Grade Assassin. I'm not sure if that's, like, a folly or not, but the one thing I've been finding with this deck, which is why I've, like, literally, looked up Artifact here, is that I'm finding it difficult to, God, we've got a lot of 5-drops now, actually. Yeah, that'd be fine. Got no 6 and 7 drops, so... Because to be fair, what good 6 and 7 drops does... What do we have on 6 and 7, actually? We have... I don't have any Sylvia? I thought I had those. Okay. I mean, yeah, she's definitely cool. I'm not crafting her. Like, I'm not losing sleep over not having her. But, okay. Because she's essentially just for an Evo point. She's a, like, kind of a bullet from beyond with a body, but also doesn't give us artifacts. So, at the end of the day, I'm not sure I care. Like, it would be nice. I think it would definitely be nice to run her as a one-of. But what do you cut for her? You know. Because I need my artifact cards. Having someone to, like, or having another way to cheat out artifacts from my hand is always great. Ancient Cannon is really good as well for board clear. A sorely underestimated card. I remember saying this thing was shit. I thought you could only fuse once per turn. No, this thing is insane. Because you could just fuse a bunch of times and then be like, pew pew. Artifact recharge we've got, and then, yeah, okay. Right. I think that should be good enough. But anyway, I've been talking around the rest of these decks, like I say. So we've got those, we've got a good artifact portal. The other two decks, I think Pixie Forest, or I guess more accurately is it's probably going to become Roach Forest. I'm going to go give that a quick edit now, because I want to put some roaches in it. Because I don't think I have roaches in this at the minute. I have one. I could put 3. And I think that's honestly kind of the play. You have to do that, really. Which means we probably cut, God, what do you cut at your top end, though? I think this is one deck that Olivia actually works really well in, so I wouldn't want to cut her. Elder Sagebrush, unlike the Treant, actually does something if you just play it naturally, so I'm under the impression that's good. Do we care about Lily? Can we be entirely real here? I don't think we do. I've not been very impressed with her in the admittedly few games I've played. Do we cut them? Ooh, I don't know about this. No, I think you keep May. May's kind of too good. Do we only run 2 of Fey Twinkletoes? I think that's also not bad. I would like to run 1 more of Lambent Cairn, because it's just kind of better Wild Profusion, if I'm being entirely honest. Like, particularly if we are going the Roach route. Which, like I say, this is kind of basically evolved now from, like this, from like Pixie Forest to Roach Forest. Right, let's search for return. Let's see what we've got. Yeah, we could also maybe like Baby Carbuncle some stuff. Again, what do we cut for it though? I think the one of Baby Carbuncle as a combo piece is not terrible. To be fair, Bog Alert does what this does, but just kind of more flexibly. Like, I don't really... Super Evolving that to recover 3 play points is kind of nice for, like, the Dream combo turn, is the thing. Okay, if we accept that we're going slightly more Roach than we are Fairy, we don't need 2 Aria, actually. That's... Like, we would love to see her. We don't need 2 Aria. Because the second Aria is always bad. So we're going to take out that. And I think it's disingenuous to say... okay, I'll give us the benefit of the doubt that we are a hybrid. Okay, there we are. So, I think that is a pretty solid start for us as well. I'm just going to have a quick flick through the rest of the cards to make sure we haven't picked up anything else that's like, oh yeah, that's like a really good forest card. I should put that in. It doesn't entirely look like it. Yeah. Again, Gentle Treant just kind of not doing what we need to, because we want to play a 4-drop on 4. Our options at this point are kind of decroded. Like, draw 2 cards that is a nice 5-drop. I wouldn't mind running a 1 of that, if I'm being entirely real with you. Fragrant Wood Whispers is also mighty interesting. Not running Apollo is... There's a lot of cards I'm kind of thinking of now, actually. I was going to say there wasn't much, but no, there really is. It was like Apollo is good. Fragrant Wood Whispers is, you know, free combo. I don't think that should be taken lightly. But, like, what do you cut here? I guess if we keep the Divine Thunder in, then we can worry a bit less about... Is there ever a world where we say we're going too heavy on control here? With, like, Rose Queen and Crystalia Frostward? No, because these get us through the turns before we can get to turn 10 and do, like, the big Roach pop-off. I think if you're playing Roach, you kind of want to do this early aggression into... Like, the problem is you get to turn 8 and your opponent just plays a 10-10 ward, and it's just like, okay, get through that. So, like, if we're playing Roach, we need to kill a bit earlier than that. Like, maybe Rose Queen is, like, a good finisher. Bale, I've heard, is good things about. I don't really want to cut, like, an Erin. Olivia is draw and heal and a good super evo effect, so, like, I'm not really inclined to cut her either. You may think me a little wild for this one, but I'm going to cut a May and add in a Fragrant Wood Whispers. Just a one-of. Because, like I said, the combo piece is super nice. And I think I'm going to leave it at that. So, I think Pixie Roach, well, you know, this whole Pixie Roach Forest thing I have going has the potential to be Artifact and Amulet, because it doesn't necessarily care so much about the board wipes. It just wants to, like, get a bunch of stuff in its hand while surviving and then storm you down. And then finally, my beloved, but also my incomplete and not winning in this meta, Earthrune. This is the deck I played the most. This is the deck I'm having the most fun with. But it's like, it's got a bunch of good cards. And like I say, I've been refining this list, and I'm pretty happy with this, I think. I don't think we need a third Juno, honestly. The 2 is doing fine. Oh, God. Do excuse me a second. Sorry about that, my phone was going off at the other side of the room. But, yeah, as I was saying, this is the list that I'm definitely most happy with. The problem is, like, this list and this deck is really good at building some stacked boards. Like, you play Penelope, you get, like, 2 Earth Sigils for free. Great card, by the way. You know, you then play that into, like, Dazzling Rune Knight for a 4/4 with Ward on turn 3, which, you know, is... honestly really puts old Balder into perspective. The fact that obviously you need to, like... I guess you need to play 1 Convoke to have him do that, and then he has an Evo effect as well, but... Still, the fact that we can do it for 1 Earthright is pretty neat. Owl Summoners have been... I kind of like them. 3 mana 3/3 is never something that's too bad. Fanfare getting Earth Sigil fits the deck. Evolve deal 5. That's really not bad, you know, 2-for-1 Evolve effect. It's you know, a solid card. And then we kind of get onto some of the showstoppers of this deck. Remy and Rami on turn 4 is ridiculous. Like, just turn 4, yeah, I'm going to play a 4/4 and also a 3/3 with Ward, which is what this Guardian Golem is. Like, it's literally 4 mana, 7/7's worth of stats. For an Earthright. That's good. Edelweiss, again, Earthright 2, free Evo point. And then deals 4 damage on Evo and recovers 2 play points. So it's a 2 mana 4/4 with Rush deal 4 if you've got an Earthright. Which is... You need 4 mana to play it, mind you. It's not technically a 2 mana, but you get what I mean. Like Juno, for the next 3 turns, which is about 17 years Shadowverse time, you just continually shit out wards. It helps, you know, really kind of keep more aggressive decks down. Not that there's many aggressive decks out there aside from Forest, and even they have ways to remove stuff because everyone bloody does. But yeah, you know, that's also good. William needs no introduction. I did not mean to remove him from my deck. Where is he? My son William, come back. There we go. You know, like good board wipe gets, you know, wards that out the way ready for Kuon, who, you know, not bad to play on 7 spell boost stuff. Like I say, would really like a D shift here, maybe instead of the Snowman Army. Because I don't think this does a lot. Like, that's the one thing I would really, really love in this deck is a D-shift or dimension climb. It'd be a big ask to play it, but because to be fair, because like we'd have to, if we're on 18, we need 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Like, even if we play every spell on our deck, it's still 6 mana. Unless we also do like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Like, but I'm never playing those for that effect. Let's be real here. And then I guess actually Kuon spell boost stuff as well by like 5. So there is also that. Just playing out the Kuons can help. Should I craft a dimension climb? I'm going to give it a go. You know what? Oh, I forgot actually. Anna and Greya are meant to be pretty good as well on the 5-drop slot. Yeah. Like, I kind of slept on them a little bit. But no, this summon and summoning spell which hand 3 times is definitely kind of nice. But, you know, I think a dimension climb this deck could go kind of insane. And I know what I just said about not crafting too much stuff. So I'm going to listen to myself and not craft too much stuff. Sorry, anticlimax there, but yeah, so this is my favorite deck. We're probably going to start off with this and then maybe bounce around these. No pun intended with the Pixie Forest there. But yeah, we'll maybe bounce Pixie Forest and then we'll give like Portal a go. So, yeah, here we are. Let's start off with a bit of Earthroom. See how we fare on the ranked ladder. Oh. Which, like I say, this has been my first ranked game. Haven't touched this so far. So, it's going to be interesting. Go. And we're against the Portal straight off. Okay, right. Like I say, not a great matchup for us because we can keep building boards, but Portal can keep knocking them down without really breaking a sweat. Because, like, this is where I feel like the Forest might be nice because the problem with Portal is that if you let them get to 8 mana, you lose. And this deck doesn't kill before you get to 8 mana, really.
We have much to discuss.
I don't think Arcane Eruption is going to be super impactful here. I don't really comment on this card, but this is just basically an anti-forest card. And with some other small trading abilities and the ability to draw. It's not great, but it's kind of the best thing I had. This is not terrible. We can get Remy and Rami out on turn 3, which would be kind of insane, if I do say so myself. We're going to put Kuon back here with Apprentice Astrologer and also get us another Earth.
Only ransom I take is blood.
Okay. Yeah. Let's put Kuon back, because I get the feeling if this lady sticks around, we might need to Arcane Eruption. Yeah, we don't want to play a Foresight just yet, actually. Just me, or is the game slightly loud? There we go. Hopefully that's alright. I noticed that was getting a tad loud. Okay, this is not really too bad. I am going to use my extra play point on getting Remy and Rami out there. Particularly since I think we just saw a... Oh, it was a Kitty Cannoneer. Oh, even better. Okay. I thought it was a, the spell that, like, destroys stuff and then adds, artifacts. Okay, Bullet from Beyond. We're absolutely fine eating that, if we're being entirely honest here. Now, the question is, do we use an Arcane Eruption? We've got Tempo here, which is actually pretty great. I don't think we use an Arcane Eruption because we can just play another Remy and Rani. And like I said, that's so impactful. Do we evolve here? There's a crazy son of a bitch part of me that thinks we just might. I'm going to do it. I think we need to be aggressive here. Like I say, we don't get the stats unless we super evolve. But I still think this is kind of a not so board. And it's before Portal can really start, like, you know, doing this. Like, I haven't got a... Ancient Cannon? Okay. There's probably some fusing going to go on. We have to hope it doesn't shred us. Okay. Is that all you can do? If that's all you can do, then we're so ahead here. Okay, don't hit the 3-1. Ah, you fucker. Okay. Well, let's... Okay. We've still got 9 damage on board. This is a beautiful spot to be in. I'm going to Foresight first. And then I... I think spell boosting William is kind of critical importance here.
Special assignment today.
There we go. Let's whack him in the face. 8 health is a great number for them to be on, because it means as long as they don't build, you know, an Orcus board, then we've got a real good shout of doing some nice stuff with Kuon. Okay, not ideal. Was really hoping that would hit the 3-3, if I'm being honest, but... Or even the 2-2, I mean, like, would be the second best thing. Hitting that means we open ourselves up to, like, 2 or 3 damage removals. Okay, draw a card with UD. Evolve UD, give you a crest, but like I say, we're still kind of alright for that. We can, like... okay, unfortunate that happened. But... and then clear that with that. Okay, fair, fair. Right, hear me out. We don't, I would really love to draw off this. But I don't think it's worth an extra play point to do so. But also I kind of have to, and it sucks as well because Arcane Eruption hits your own followers, so I'm paying 2 health on this guy to draw. You know what? It's not worth it. Let's Arcane Eruption.
See you tomorrow.
Okay, we've had a really good early game for the sake of 1 Evo point. Let's just try and let's keep our cool. Okay. Very okay with this. It's like, yeah, that's fine. And now we can do this the right way around. Or alternatively, we could try and do Juno stuff. I don't think... If we had 1 more Earth Sigil, we could have 1 more Earth Sigil. Is that the play? Do we just start Junoing things? But this is such a good Arcane Explosion. I say such a good Arcane Explosion turn. Like, it fits the curve nicely. I'll give it that. And do I want... I mean... Okay, if we draw a coup on next turn, are we going to be playing it? And I think as a matter of course, yes. Does that affect things any? Well, not really, because 7 mana, we have 1 mana left over, so, you know, what do we care? I think that we do, like I say, we keep up the aggression here. We engage you, we kill a bell ringer.
The legends are true. I'll always watch over you.
And then we evolve her so that we can get, I mean, 3/3s with ward forever. We love having infinite 3/3 ward, actually. But they are getting to turn 8. Like I say, this is probably where we get Orcust, and then things get awkward. Alouette's not great for us either. They burned an artifact because they didn't count. That's great news. Cannon is still up doing damage to our board as well, so again, chances of things surviving now, pretty slim. We just have to hope to clear. That's another fuse, and if it hits the right way, this is pretty disastrous for us, I'm not going to lie. Thank God, okay. Right, just don't be able to fuse again. No, to be fair, they can also just literally just cheat out the artifact that does 3 damage to my entire board here and, like, be happy as Larry, really.
This might hurt.
Yeah, here we go.
Possibility.
What are you? Restore 3 defense. Kind of okay with that. Right. I can't annoyingly play everything I want to. I would have to super evolve to do this, which feels terrible. I'm not gonna lie. But maybe it's what has to be done. No, because then it just gets removed next turn. Like I say, it just feels bad. And I can't leave this up. I could Arcane Explosion, but it doesn't deal enough damage to do anything. So I probably won't. Because I can't spend a Super Evo now, and then they Super Evo an Orcus, and then I have to respond to that. Is this really the best play I have? God, I think it is, and that's kind of depressing. Okay, we're gonna do it.
This hootie boy chose me.
Oh, I fucked that up. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter, actually. Super Evo. Right. Oh, and we still had one Earth right left over for a ward, which is cool. I almost forgot about that. So next turn, we can Radiant Rainbow our William. And then hopefully he's another board clear. And then we're really just, like, digging for this Kuon. Like, Radiant Rainbow also draws us a card. So it's pretty... I think it's pretty nice as a one-off if you're selective about when you use it. And if you don't like it, we've got the two, return a card. And then... yeah, what do you call it? Like, return a card. Put down an Earth Sigil. Okay, it's maybe not ideal. They do seem to be struggling a bit with these wards. No, never mind. Because now what we got? Deal 3 damage to all enemy followers. I mean... Oh, and you summon a striker artifact on that. That sucks. Okay, well, you don't need 3 enemy followers then. You've got 3... Okay, sure. Penelope is not terrible here. I do still think the play here, though, is we Radiant Rainbow William. And then we say, William, deal with this. I don't want to deal with it. Yeah, most of that board would have died at the end of next turn anyway. But you don't want to leave a Super Evo follower up. Oh, it's Gundam time. Okay. I mean, do you just play it now? Because to be fair, what the fuck do I do if they play it now? Like, I think it has aura, so I can't target it with Snowman Army.
Lead to extinction.
Yeah, Storm Ward aura. I think I just die to this, actually. Okay.
I hope my potions can help.
Do I have to Super Evo her? I have to play the Penguin, I think. It's kind of insane that we got so close. And also they're back on full health now. So, yeah, like I say, I couldn't kill in time. I couldn't find the Kuon. Because they just Super Evo in something and I die is the issue. Restore 2 defense to your lead, again 2 Earth Sigils doesn't help me enough. Yeah, no, I think I'm just dead.
I can't be a failure forever.
And then I think we have to play Rune Knight.
Nothing can outshine me.
We have actually just lost our crest of getting ward, which would have been really handy here. But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure they just Super Evo in like any follower in their hand into the ward, and then we die. Even a 1/1 will work. That will do. Yep, there we go. Okay. Yeah. And that's, like I say, I think that's with us having a reasonably good run, aside from the lack of Kuons. Like, we really just didn't draw our win con. But we had a great start, and then we just couldn't do anything with it. Once they want to start, or once they want to stop pissing about with this, I should say.
Change doesn't scare me anymore.
Yeah, are we good? There we go. Finally, thank you. I'm gonna start emote spamming until you like hurry the fuck up with it. Right. Well, that's a solid 0-1. Right there. Which is not great, but like I say, it's difficult. I think Portal is just kind of insane. And also we didn't draw any Kuons. Like, I think any number of Kuons would have really helped. There's 3 in the deck. Would Dimension Climb have helped more than Snowman there? Quite possibly, honestly. But it is what it is. We still gained some rank points. We are still at the bottom group, I guess, and that loss is going to keep us there for a while longer. But you know, we shmove anyway. And I'll do a couple of I'll do a couple of matches with this Dirt Rune and see if we can. God, fucking come on. Matchmaking still doing whatever this is. There we go. Right. So, a Haven, the other, you know, best class.
Enjoy yourself.
We don't Radiant Rainbow in our first hand. I don't think we got Starry-Eyed playing on Juno as well. I'm keeping Rune Knight here on the off chance we get something to spell boost. It's, you know, it's Penelope saves this. Penelope unironically hard carries this hand. Now, do we want to push for her now? Do we want to wait a turn? Because my fear is that, I mean, actually, I'd say my fear is that if we don't play her now, then turn 2 they play like the Beast Amulet and we're like screwed. That doesn't really matter. Like, it's 2 damage to Haven's face. They're gonna heal that. So we're just gonna pass turn 1. And then we're gonna see what else we can cook up here. Darkhaven Gate. Okay, that's fine. That's, you know, just set up safe. Let's take a Penelope. Now, Edelweiss needs 2 Earthright to evolve, so we come to a little bit of an impasse here. This is very okay, actually. It's a bit less okay now. Right, and is Aura... Hold on, can I... It's like for enemy abilities, yeah, so I have to just run Edelweiss straight into it. That's not bad, actually. I was shitting on this card, but maybe it's not as worth shitting on as I first thought. And then I think next turn we have to do some like Radiant Rainbow stuff. Never mind, this turn we can do Radiant Rainbow stuff. I forgot that I didn't target it. Edelweiss clears. Let's go. Okay, right. Actually, a much better turn than I first thought. We do have Kuon. At least he's deigned to fucking show up to work today, which is nice. Yeah, I forgot it was a random follower. So now we've got, again, we've got a good board. We've got a good early game. We just need to kind of convert it at the end here. What we're really missing, particularly for Juno's sake, is a way to... Okay, that's fine. Like, I would love, in my heart of hearts, to play a warded up Dazzling Rune Knight here. I don't see it potentially happening. Like, we could... No, we can't even Rennie and Ranny is the thing. Like, we could manually evolve Edelweiss just to have more stuff on board. But, like... I think that might have to be the play. Like, yeah, I would love more Earth Rune stuff, but 2 4/4s and a 2/2 on board. Yes, my opponent has evolved now, but you can't really be too mad about a board like that. I literally just want 1 Earthright card, though. Like, I've got tons. Okay, that's actually pretty good for us, because it means you've got, like, fuck all going on, really. This give 1/1 and heal stuff is mad annoying.
One more time.
I don't have to trade both of my evolved Edelweises into this. I don't really want to have to trade Juno into it either. Like I say, just... Oh my god, it's terrible. It's... I mean, what do you want me to do is the, is the issue. Like... Yeah, we really have just drawn, like, pretty badly here. I'm tempted to just go face, honestly. I know it's kind of folly against Haven, but... I think we just play another 4/4 and go face. I don't love it, but like stats aren't going to matter as much in the later turns, whereas Juno's ability might. We really do just have to put the pressure on and hope they can't like Evo out fucking Miracle here. I think Rennie and Rami was also the correct play here over Juno in case they... Oh, if they double Darkhaven Grace, then fuck me, I guess, but... To trade into one of these, but...
Rest.
Yeah, there we go. And then I assume the other 4/4 gets eaten by some kind of minion. Just please God, like, a Witch's Brew? A Witch's Brew would go so, like, unfathomably hard right now. To be fair, if we're really struggling, we can also super evolve Penelope to get 2 more Earth Sigils. What that leaves us with is not a lot of clear, though. Like, that's okay. This is all right because we've got 4, 5, 6, 7 Kuon on the next. I think okay. I think I've been dooming a lot about this. We could have Kuon now, actually. 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, we win. Never mind. Because yeah.
Of what's known.
So we play Kuon. Slap this here. And then this is lethal. Just about. Hey, Edelweiss, you want to actually attack as well? There we go. I genuinely didn't think that was going to go that way. I was dooming so much about that, but I guess my opponent just didn't draw board clear. Or enough board clear.
Victory is mine.
Damn, okay.
Feels correct.
Huh. Well, call that 1/1. And like I say, normally, Haven doesn't do that. You have to play this... Maybe that's a deck building choice I can make to make this just slightly more aggressive. Because... It's a fine line. Okay, Sword I think we can do. We can build pretty big boards against Sword, and we have William for clear. With Sword, we're playing the opposite game. We're not trying to rush down. We're trying to not die. Can I be entirely real with you? Going second, I think this hand kind of bangs. It's maybe a little slow to start, which is dangerous against Sword. But what 1-drops are we playing that are super impactful anyway? Apparently they're not playing any either. Penguin I don't rate in this. I'm not going to coin them out, though. Okay, that's kind of fine. Edelweiss, let's go. Although we do need a second. Our second point comes from Owl Summoner. Okay. Kuon he's not ideal. I mean, it's nice to have him around, I guess. But on turn 2, I wish I could have drawn him a little later. We haven't really got any means of spell boosting William at the moment. Like a Miriam would go pretty nice. Okay, this is all right. Because like we have board clear, we don't hugely care about this. So I mean, my only danger is you're not even like officer followers either. You're just straight up. Yeah, okay. I don't care. If you want to face race this, we can face race this. And maybe I'll live to regret this decision, but we're going to give it a go. You know, just maybe there's something to be said about going face here. What the fuck are you? When an allied follower enters the field, give it +1/+1. That's pretty scary. Okay. Luckily, you only have 2 more spots for allied followers. And I, honestly, far be it from me to give you more. Actually, no, I guess these turn into 1/1s, which are officers, so let's not do that. Let's just, again, let's just stay the course. We do not care. Penelope is a fantastic pickup here, actually.
I hope my potions can help.
Then we could deal 5 damage to something if we really wanted. I think saving the Evo point is worth more.
Amazing.
Like, we're face racing this person down faster than they're doing it to us. They're gonna have to trade. They're gonna have to blink. And then we have 2 Arcane Eruptions in hand, which will both draw now because we've actually got a decent number of Earth Runes. We've got Edelweiss, if we can line that up nicely. William is still not spell boosted. We can deal with a Stealth Squirrel, actually. We can deal with a Stealth Squirrel that's got that. That's fine. Iron Crown Majesty. Ooh, that makes things a bit more awkward. I'll be real with you. That puts things out of my range, as it were. I still think you have to trade out here, to be fair. And if you have to trade out, maybe there's a world in which we can...
Reach too high. I'll never
Not really. I was going to say maybe there's a world we can Arcane Eruption Edelweiss, but it's just not quite going to happen. I think Arcane Eruption here is still pretty nice.
To the shores of victory.
Ooh, okay. You know what? Suddenly, Miss Miranda looking kind of fine. Yeah, I think we definitely use this now.
Special assignment today.
And then, like I said, let's get William kind of really popping. Let's get a 2-for-1, potentially a 3-for-1 if they run the squirrel into it as well. Into Miranda here. Okay, we're still in a very good spot, I think. We definitely had a bit of a close call there, but this is not bad at all. Like, William's on 3. So we just have to hope there's no more, like, huge buffs. Nightly Rending is a bit of an issue. But like I say, this is, again, still fine because William exists. William, my fucking goat, by the way. Like, I'm not even playing him in, like, a strict spell boost rune, and he's just nice with it. Yeah, perish. Get out of here. And then if they play stuff after that, we have, you know, Edelweiss for single target, Kuon for anything, honestly. Probably just Kuon. If we're being real, I would like to save Kuon for, a turn where... Okay, that's fine.
Forged in steel.
Yeah, this is still not a bad Kuon turn. I was going to say I would like to save Kuon for a turn where we have... You've actually just used another Nightly Rending. So I could... have 5 mana left. I don't think I need to use this yet. Am I completely deranged to go for some, like, Remy and Rami Penelope play? You know what? Call me the wildest motherfucker, but... I think this is it. I think you don't have much left in hand. I don't believe you've got another, like, big removal piece. I'm gonna play, yeah, I'm gonna play the Owl Lad. No, because the Owl Lad's got a nice... Yeah, no, we're gonna play Penelope. This is a slightly bigger body. This gets the Earth Seals out faster. And also, we can maybe use this guy's Evolve effect to deal 5 damage to something if, like I say, there's some huge reversal that I'm not aware of. I don't think Sword has it. Like I say, you've used 2 of your, like, Nightly Render, like the 4 mana clears. You can have 1 more. Even then, you have to choose between the 8/8 Ward and the 7/7 Super Evolved thing. It's not going to take damage on my turn. Okay, you have another one.
Are forged in steel.
Now, you can Super Evo that to make it a 5/5, but does that help you? Like...
My will is edged sharper than steel.
Yeah, sure. Go for it, fam. Do you just lose now? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Not quite. Okay. In which case, we play for you not having a board clear. Let's be real. Arcane Explosion, because I doubt you're building much of a board at this point. Another Remy and Ramy, because just, you know, insane bundle of stats go burr. And then, yeah, I think at this point you're toast. And so, yeah, like I say, another good kind of opportunity where we haven't had to play Kuon, which is certainly something. I've just realized my chat's been wrong all this time, but never mind. What was that you just played? Deal 5 damage, restore 5. Oh, okay. Yeah, okay, you killed the other Remy Ramy. That's fair. You do still die here, though, because I now have Super Evolved Kuon.
To the edge of what's known. Get lost.
There we go.
None shall escape.
And that gives us the 4 damage we need to just push lethal here. Boop.
I will not falter.
Oh. This is what I mean about Remy and Ramy on 4, or I guess if you're going second on 3, being just such a ridiculous bundle of stats. Like, it really is kind of nutty. I think we'll play maybe a couple more with this, and then I do want to try out Forest. I'm aware that, like, the longer I leave it with these win streaks, or maybe we go until the win streak ends, actually. Another sword, okay. Like I say, I think we kind of eat sword. Well, I'm not going to say we eat swords for breakfast, because that's overconfidence, but I definitely think we have a good matchup against them.
Medium rare.
Ooh, this is a bit of a stinker, though.
Be over in a flash.
Particularly if this sword goes, like, slightly harder early game. I'm not. Okay, we can definitely work with this. Okay, Kuon is not what we want right now. I'm going to be entirely real with you. We are in the awkward position where we need to draw a 2-mana play an Earthright. We need to draw Penelope, essentially, or this hand is really bad. Arcane Eruption is not the card. Do I want to give up a Stormy Blast? Okay, we can do a Sage Light into a Earth Sigils because we have to, and then we've got a 3 damage Stormy Blast, or like I said, we just need any 2 or 3 drop. They're in the deck. This is looking like a good Arcane Eruption at the very least. It's another Stormy Blast. It's pretty dire out here. Can I let them get this much tempo on me? Can I be entirely honest with you? I think we just have to... what's your on-play effect, sorry? Can I view my opponent's cards? Thank you. Restore 1 defense. Give that follower +1/+0 to the end of the turn. Yeah, I think, honestly, we're just straight up not having a good time of it. And we're going to have to deal with that. Okay, Arcane Eruption next turn should go pretty hard. Yeah, you know what? Them having an off-turn to play Ancestral Crown is kind of the boon we need to get back in this game. We do have methods of healing. It's not, like I say, you know, it's not the most disastrous thing. I think at this point, yeah, we definitely have to clear you two.
People who need me.
And then if they play something big next turn, we can play Edelweiss. My biggest fear is they play Luminous Mage and then we just die. Okay, yeah. Yeah, because this is kind of like the Luminous Mage play. And we do not have a William, so we can't really do shit about this. So this will leave us with 3.
The truth seeker dons her mask.
My oath is fulfilled.
Okay. We can clear most of this, to be fair. I think we have to use a Storm Blast this turn. Apprentice Astrologer might go kind of crazy here if we can, like, ditch the fucking... No, hold on, because we have to play that. Do we? Yes, because otherwise everything they play gets ward, and then we perish. Do we care? Crazy play incoming, I don't care.
All I can do is ease up with them.
God, that would have been such a better Evo target if we'd have drawn it, like, instead of the bloody insight, but... Right, okay. Well, again, I really would have preferred that we were able to deal with Luminous Mage in a way, but I'm also the one who didn't play the Stormy Blast, so... Oh, you've gotta be fucking me. Okay. You know what? Trading these 5/3s into the 4/1s is really not the worst thing that could have happened. Particularly since we get a pretty sweet Remy and Rami turn here. So let's Radiant Rainbow. We've got to be really careful of our health. Like, healing is going to become mega important. The Sword player has not had to spend any of their Evo points, it should be said at this point. We've had to spend 2 already. Admittedly, this is an insane bundle of stats from out of output. But, yeah, this one's a lot tougher. We've had a lot worse start. We can Kuon. Maybe. You know, it's an option we can throw out there. Using one of our Super Evos here kind of hurts. Okay, so that... Well, one of my things is dying. Ward dies, and then do you have a Super Evo you can put into this that I can Stormy Blast? I will take that, honestly. You have more fucking Luminous Mage. It's this sodding crown. Well, the good thing is none of them can really hit it, so...
Lightning.
Okay.
Understanding is the first step to conquering.
That seems like a weird decision. Because you appear to have forgotten that, oh my god, it's the best card I could have asked for. It's actually the best card I could have asked for, yeah. Huh. Crazy how that works. I'm going to just deal with your entire board. Punch you in the face, and then, even if you Albert next turn, I don't think it does anything worthwhile.
This hootie boy chose me.
Arcane Eruption does not spark joy. But to be fair, we can Kuon the next turn for like, what, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We're 1 damage off. If our entire board lives and they don't put up ward in some weird freak universe, then this is a good turn for us. But yeah, it's gonna depend a lot on what they want to try and play here. They start having like double damage, like what was it, like 10 or 12 damage Albert on 9. So I think a Kuon next turn is... They have Albert now. Okay. So what's the play with Albert then? Do you... Okay, yeah, no, actually, totally fine with this. Totally fine with this. Because we can put them below, Does Edelweiss, like, proc here? No. Remy and Rami could, but again, just, like, bundle of stats. I think Stormy Blast has to happen here. Like, I don't think there's any two bones about that. Kuon is mighty tempting. But he's also kind of our win condition next turn, so I'm gonna pump the brakes on that. You know what? I'm gonna just kind of put my dick on the table here and just be like, okay. Like, you better have some ward next turn and a way to deal with my board. Or fucking your ass is grass. That's just what we're going to do here. Because if you leave Remy and Rami in the ward up, then, I mean, like Giga dead. Okay. Oh shit. Oh my fucking god, you clear that. Because Albert deals exactly 12. Could I have dodged that with Kuon? I think maybe. Okay, that was a misplay. I didn't realize that Albert also dealt 3 damage to something. I shouldn't have greeted the Kuon. I should have kept myself alive. Although, to be fair, if they didn't have second Albert in that hand, I think I also win there. A bit unfortunate, but also a learning experience that Albert has that extra effect. Okay. I did say I was going to go until I lost the win streak, but I appear to have queued for another match by accident, so we're going to go with that. I don't think Miranda works here. Do we... How hard do we get rolled by the fucking 2-mana 3/3? I think sufficiently. No, this is still fine. Okay, a Sage-like Teachings, that's also okay. I kind of really wish on this play we were going, or on this board we were going second. I think going second, honestly, for me, just for the extra flexibility is nice. Okay, that's fine. It's not the 2-mana 3/3, so at least we have, like, not complete dogshit trades. Now, the question is, are you going to try and aggro me down, or are we going to just kind of sit here?
A job's a job.
Uh-huh. Well, you don't have... I think it would be foolish of me to not trade here, as much as I kind of don't like it. Yeah, no, you got to trade here, every time. So I was like, well, maybe there's a world where, like, Arcane Eruption does some stuff, but then, like, Penelope's going to die to that anyway, so fuck it. Okay, Shadowverse Memorial. You can't deal with the 3-mana 4/4. You can deal with the 3-mana 4/4. But that's kind of okay, because now we get to play Remy and Rami on 4. Which is literally just 4-mana 7/7. The only problem is we need to take next turn off, really, to, like, do Sage-like Teachings. Unless we have another Penelope in the bank. We could, you know, we could definitely, appreciate that, shall we say.
Here to fight. Unless you're pretty.
Okay. Yeah, Evolve Una, that makes sense. So we need something that deals 4 damage. I mean, we do have just, you know, Remy and Rami. If we want to take that turn off that we were talking about. And can I be so real with you? I think that's exactly what we're going to do. We'll trade you in here. We're going to get a bunch more Earth Sigils. We're going to double boost William. Get a Penelope in our hand. William now sits at 3 damage across the board. If they play a bunch of small stuff and try and hit into us, we have Arcane Eruption Penelope. Or you could even Edelweiss. Like, I'd say Edelweiss Arcane Eruption. Actually, that's a bad idea because I want my Edelweiss to take damage. Okay, seems like kind of a setup turn for them as well. Which is no bad thing for us. Okay, Mummy gets Storm. Maybe Arcane Eruption is still the play. You know, I don't hate it, so we're gonna do it. We're just gonna do it, clear the field, get the draw. Play another Penelope, just to keep ourselves stocked up on that good stuff. I feel like we don't really have a lot of draw, and we're somewhat running out of gas here. We've got removal, but the problem is, like, a lot of the things that Abyss is going to want to play is going to just hit us in the face before we get a chance to remove it. Our way of mitigating that currently is Dazzling Rune Knight, which, I mean, you know, it's not exactly what you'd be looking for in something like this.
I'll never be enough.
Okay, we do have 7 play points. I think what we do here is this is a pretty good Divine Thunder spot.
That's right, folks.
And then we're going to... did we spell boost you here? No, it's just simply not worth it. We're going to make you a big old, by the end of this 6/3 ward. That's the first Evo point we've used, so we are 6 behind on health, but really we're doing all right there. We have 5 on William, which is definitely much better. Okay, you can Super Evolve a 2-drop if you want. I won't stop you. I would like to stop you, because that's really bad for us. Okay. Yeah, damn, Olivia's kind of good in Abyss decks, huh? Never realized it before. I realize it now. Because, yeah, that's just 5 damage going straight to my face. Right. So, what's the play here? Because there's options. We could Remy and... okay. I think it's some combination of Edelweiss, Remy, and Rami. It might even be, depending on how the Edelweiss lands. Yeah, let's play Edelweiss, see how it lands. It might be Edelweiss William. It's Edelweiss William. Yep. There we go. And then if it wasn't that, then it was going to be Edelweiss, Remy, and Rami. I've got to be kind of careful about dying to exactly this. Yeah, because that's... Oh, you did this in the wrong order, so you don't get the 2 damage things. Yeah, there you are. Have some bats. Nice one, dude.
Pardon my language.
Mm-hmm. Okay, right. Now, we are still definitely in a pickle here. I don't think Kuon saves us from said pickle. Is the annoying thing. Oh, but if we don't have enough runes to do this. No, we do. Just about. It's not a pretty play.
This hootie boy chose me.
But it's the play we're making, I guess.
The spark of knowledge.
Yeah, sure. That's exactly clear as that. Which, in a weird sort of way, is actually bad for us if they have more Cerberus. Because then we take more pings of 2 damage to the face. But you've also fully out of Evo points. You don't have the stuff for that? Ceres is really bad news for us.
I am keeper of memories.
Okay.
You are not forgotten.
Oh, they're hitting my face! Okay.
Upon the blue rose.
Right. So now we have to make some decisions. I think... Oh, not really, actually. It's not really a decision-making turn. I just wanted to say that. Okay, so we have a 10-10 with Ward and Aura. We kind of need to clear Ceres, which is really unfortunate. Because I need this to live. There we are. Now, so long as we don't get the, 2-mana Medusa carded, we're fine. Do you run the 2-mana, like, Rage of Medusa, whatever it's called? Or is this a so close yet so far for you? You have a mummy? Sure.
Demons aren't to be trusted.
Dark Seal is not going to help you. I think this might be a close W. Thank you, Kuon. Soul Protect. Yeah, no, you're shit out of options, buddy. I'm sorry to do it to you. But at least I will not fuck around. There we go. Right. Now, we did lose the win streak on the one before this, so I'm going to switch to a different deck. There we go.
That feels correct.
There we go. On beginner 2 now. Neat. Right. Let's go and switch our deck to... I'm feeling a bit of Pixie Roach Forest. This one is a little less tested than my Earth Rune. Like, I'm less familiar with piloting it, and I'm less familiar with what I'm meant to be doing with it, but we're gonna give it a go. I think this is probably about even. This feels like it might be even. Now, what am I looking for first here? A Convoke, probably not a Carbuncle or a Dark Angel, because Carbuncle is... I'm treating it strictly as a combo piece, given I'm only running one of it. Lambent Cairn could be super good later. We're just going to Convoke for now, though. And then I think we Fairy Tamer next turn. And then we actually have to play some cards next turn, or we're going to have a full hand. To be fair, if we can get Balder this turn, we are so sorted. Okay, not quite. But, you know, I appreciate what you're trying to do for me there. Okay, we have to play a fairy out of hand. We can definitely combo 3 Lambent Cairn next turn. Looks like a spell boost rune that's had a bad start. Definitely a spell boost rune that's had a bad start. Okay. Now, I'd love to say that we could play 2 and then Lambent Cairn, but the small kind of issue with that plan is that we can't. So, I say... God, this is awkward. Because I don't really want to fill up my boards with Lambent Cairns, I'm going to be honest. Or I could destroy it. Yeah, you know what? Let's pop one. Let's there we are. Destroy it for like this buffed fairy here. Let's play another fairy. And let's swing face for 3. Okay, so they waited out our wild profusion, which, you know, it happens. It happens. On 4, you could have Arcane Explosion. No, you're going to use Anne and Greya. Really? We don't hugely mind that, honestly. Deal 3 damage or something? Okay, we kind of mind that a bit more. Right. Now, this is actually a bit of an issue for a fella such as myself. Because how the fuck do we deal with this now? No, this still works either way. We Elder Sagebrush. That's fine. I mean, it's not ideal, but... because it means the trades work out slightly worse, but...
I see.
And we have to spend an Evo point here, but you had to spend an Evo point on this, so... It's more neutral than it first appears. And we've got an almost 0 cost Bale. Which deals 4 damage to something.
May wings be at your back.
And then we can do... Oh, this is interesting. 3/3 rush, lads. Okay, I want to play a Lambent Cairn comboed, if I'm being honest. I don't think it's the right play. I think I fucked this up slightly. Play another Wild Profusion instead. I would love to play some of these, but... okay, that trades out nicely there, at least. If we have something else to leave the field, then Bale will clear this, actually. Which saves us an Evo point. So, I think doing that is not terrible. Again, we could really do with, like, drawing a Roach or going face here. I think I've maybe started trading out where I really don't need to. Yeah, I've just remembered what deck I'm playing and that I meant to be kind of doing that before this happens. Because now I think all hope might be lost. I'm playing this far too much like Control Forest, which isn't a thing, I don't think. Okay. Now, we do have a bunch of fairies we can play. Unfortunately, we can't clear this board. That's not something we can do as Forest. Right. Well, let's see what we can do. Okay. That's really not good. We can engage this to give this fairy +2/+2, I guess, because we're going to do that anyway. Oh my god, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. Because, yeah, now no matter what we do, we are... I think, honestly, this one's just kind of a wash. Yeah, I'm gonna throw in the towel in this one.
Wasn't I?
Right. We need to remember that we're an aggro deck. is I think our first... I don't know what we were doing trading out with those, like, 3, like, the Shikigamis. We need to remember that we play a shitload of fairies, and we have a shitload of fairies in hand because we do not care about our board. Let's, try and keep that in mind. Right. Divine Thunder is really good if this is Rune and really bad if it's not. I think it's too pricey. I'm going to try and trade down a bit. I'm going to get another Godwood Staff, and I'm going to hate everything. Cool. We have so many 1-drops, and we've drawn exactly 0 of them. Lambent Cairn. I feel like I have too many amulets. Maybe. I think I'm suffering from an abundance of amulet. Okay, sure. Yeah, you can do that. I'm gonna set up Godwood Staff and then like Lambent Cairn at next turn, I think. Alright, no, Lambent Cairn. I think Bay Twinkletoes is actually much better. Yeah, that's a much more value play. Particularly if you're just gonna pass, like. There we go. Let's try and get a board put up and hope you don't have Arcane Explosion. To be fair, I think I might be the only motherfucker who runs that. Okay, Miss Miranda gets an Evo, so you go 2 for... Well, you go 3 for 1 here, technically. We can kill you off with May, though, and kind of keep on rolling. Which is why I think May as a 3-of is, like, insane. Like, the card is just good. Does Divine Thunder help us here at all? Not especially, no. So we're gonna convoke. Play Wild Profusion. Then we're gonna play a fairy. Wild Profusion is gonna hit something. There we go. And then we're going to play May to clear you. And then I'm going to evolve this fairy because I am an aggro deck and it is my goddamn given right to go face. We have Roach. Roach is online. Okay, right. Well, at least if you evolve this, it's kind of great for me because Divine Thunder. Yeah, okay, cool. Cool and groovy, actually. So this Vol clears now in a kind of hilarious twist of fate. So we're gonna... I could... That's probably not smart though, right? Yeah, just Divine Thunder. And then play a Fairy Tamer. I'm still not convinced about the one of that in here. Oh, cool, we're at Kuon already. Do I just die to Kuon, like, no matter what? Is that my life? 'Cause I don't really get how I beat this. Yeah, and now this disappears, right? Yeah, so I can't even use that. What do we do here? Do damage to a random enemy follower as well. That's not good. I mean, I have to try it, but it's really not what I want to be doing. That's maybe the worst option. I could have to bounce things a bunch of times. Like, I'm not using Roach on this because there's shit in the way. Like, that can't be how this goes. I think I have to Lambent Cairn to add some stuff to my hand, and then... yeah, this is about as unideal as it could be. I think I have to do that as well. I then lose this next turn, but there's a chance... ooh, an Erin isn't a terrible idea if we want to try and stall for an extra mana, because they are down to 10. We would have to dodge... oh, that's not good. Yeah, that's really not great, actually. 6, 7, 8... Oh, I'm dead. No, I'm not. I'm on 15. Not 10. No, I think we win. Until that happens. Then maybe we don't. Now we're dead, because 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13... No, 13, we're still alive. Oh, if I hadn't been for that ward, we would be so fine. Right, how do we do this? I need something with literally more than one attack. That's, like, my only request in this life. Because there's no way we win otherwise, is the problem. And I need... Okay. We just have to make a 10 damage roach. It's not great. There's no way we can protect it without using Super Evo. I'm just going to give it all the beans I have. And then we'll see what comes of it. To be fair, we could trade in a bunch of fairies. Maybe that'll do it. Because we're going to do that anyway. Oh, fuck, we got to play fast. Okay. We've also played enough that we can't play Roach twice now, which is annoying. Most I could do. We got close, but yeah, okay. God, we're just getting ruined by, like, Kuon.
This is new.
He's just like, he plays the big 4/5 ward, and I don't have a good way to remove that. And, like, Greya, I think I'm, like, underestimating my rune decks as well. Greya's definitely kind of sourced, like, more sourced than I ever credit for. Okay. I still think this is still, like, definitely somewhat a piloting issue. Okay, Portal. Now, theoretically, I can rush these guys down. Like, but then, like I say, I guess Kuon comes on turn 7. And then this is a really bad starting hand. I don't think we can have Roach in starting hand. I think that's just... It's not going to happen. Good Fairy of the Pond. I mean, we've got 2 turns to draw something like that. That's fine. Like, it's something we can play on curve. Like, Wild Profusion Godwood Staff, yes, it's not what I would want to be doing. But, so we could Convoke Fairy and then May next turn. Which, again, I would love to play Godwood Staff, but is Godwood Staff too slow for how we're going? I think I need to be more aggressive. Okay. Artifact recharge, that's fine. We can just play 2 fairies and kill here, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Again, kind of sucks that we don't get to use our combo, but it's whatever, you know. Now we have 2 fairies on board, which they have to deal with. They don't have to deal with, but, like, I'm swinging face with them if they don't.
Change doesn't scare me anymore.
Add things when you evolve. Okay. So I probably don't want to let you evolve. That leaving is huge, actually. Because now I think we can... Like, Fairy, Fairy, May. And then we have a full board of 1/1s. Now, like I say, all we need to do... Is it ever worth us bog alerting this? No, we've got to save it for Roach, I think. It's a toughie, but I think it's a save for Roach angle. And we really hope we don't run into Apollo, because Apollo ruins us here. Without Twinkle Toes on deck.
Change doesn't scare me anymore.
Nope, we're still kind of fine, actually. I thought you were playing the Fortifier artifact then. I was going to be a bit upset, but... To be fair, you still could. I think... Actually, no, they're like 3 cost, aren't they? So you're fine. Okay, sure. Ominous artifact.
Calculating.
You get another couple of
Just
things.
loving someone won't keep them safe.
Really hoping you attack into the wrong thing here. Nope, okay. They can order. Right. Interesting. Interesting. I think we have to keep going face. It's not really a question. In which case, if our plan is just to go face anyway, do we even worry about bug alert? I feel we should. Deal 2 damage to a random enemy. Yeah, but how much do I care about 2 damage? Here's my fucking wild ass, literally swing for the fences play.
Awaken!
I see.
Your tag!
Okay, you know what? Let's do that. I've decided I do kind of care, but I can remove and get this done and get draw. We have Roach next turn. Yeah, I do like this forest. It makes me think. Like, there's never really a simple turn with it. It's about keeping a balance. I'm not actually sure how much I love second Roach here, and I love how much of this is making me go. I'm not really sure. That's really bad, because now, yeah, my board gets wiped. To be fair, though, we are in the business of not giving a shit about that. Now, Lambent Cairn here, unfortunately, puts us just below where we want to be. So much that you could say this is actually pretty awkward. Just gotta select another allied card in the field and return it to hand. Is there ever a world in which we just, like, Roach bounce Roach? No, surely not. We've got to wait till next turn and then Lambent Cairn and then maybe do that. Yeah.
You're in the splash zone, pal.
This has to be the right play, I think. For a number of reasons.
Be cleansed.
Bug Alert, pretty fucking nice here as well. Also, Lambent Cairn will buff our Roach. We just need to dodge Taunt, essentially. We've only done 5 damage to the face. I'll be honest, that being a pretty big nothing turn was not great for us. But, you know, we continue on. Because I don't know how much... my Roach maths is not entirely with it. I don't think this does enough.
Don't move.
Fun's not over yet.
Okay, that's kind of fine. Horrible visions of you playing a ward there. That would have been some rancid vibes. Ooh, now this changes the game a little bit. This changes off my initial Roach plan. No, it actually does it. I don't think it does. Hear me out. Hear me out. We're gonna Roach here and now. We're gonna Deepwood Bounty. We're gonna play a single fairy. I think. Unless we want to bounce something, we really don't. We're gonna play the Roach. For 3. We're gonna bounce it back to our hand.
For my people.
We're gonna play it again. We're gonna buff you and make you swing for 8. And then it's turn 7, so we have a reasonable shot at just playing Arya into fairies for, like, the finisher. Or there's, you know, second Roach if we need to do something like that. That is going to be a bit of an issue. Because that's healing.
Activating auxiliary engines.
Yeah, that's not great. Okay, right. I still think Arya's the play here. Unless I can get a 7 damage Roach. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I totally can. Well, let's just play Roach. Because this would probably be 1, 2, 3. This would be exact lethal as well, actually. And in my head, this is funnier. So we're gonna do Arya.
My wings shall be your delight.
No, I don't have the mana to play all of those. Oh, I should have just roached. Oh, I'm such a fucking idiot.
World is full of splendor.
Hear the primal cries of nature. Leave this place.
Yeah, I don't have the fucking mana, you idiot. Oh. Are you the one that heals?
Leave this place.
Yeah, Local man throws game. Also, I wouldn't have the board space to play them thinking about it. So, yeah. Oh, I threw. I should have just played second Roach. Because, yeah, this is 14, 50. Yeah, it's death. And like I say, I'm learning how to pilot the deck. That's a valuable learning experience. That just, if you have Roach, it's more consistent. Because it's less boardroom dependent. It's less mana dependent, kind of. Assuming my Roach maths was right there. Maybe I was, like, boned either way. But yeah, alright. So, I think I might do a slightly shorter stream tonight. I'm going to play, like, maybe 1 or 2 games as Artifact Portal. Just to see if I can get my head around playing, you know, the good meta deck. And then we'll work stuff out from there.
We have much to discuss.
This
Determining
doesn't
target's
seem like a terrible... maybe I don't want Doomright in my opening hand, but... The rest of these I do fuck with. Like, turn 1 Elise, turn 2 double Artifact recharge.
Looking for a spark of inspiration.
And then I need to remember which one we need. I think it's the Gamma we want first. That, like, board clears. Then turn 3 Puppet Shield if they, like, play a board.
The ransom I take is blood.
That's fine. We could Elise. Not Elise, Electric Whiplash. Why did I think she was called Elise? I don't know. Right. Is that better than this? No, honestly. I think double Artifact recharge is better. And hear me out.
Right in the kisser.
I've still got room in my hand. There is really no need to, like, fuse now when I could get a cannon later. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. Also, that new feature mode looks phenomenal. Thank you, Fallen Days. Yeah, it has been a little while. It is. I'm moving and grooving now. Right. What do we do here? Why is part of me just say not care about this 2 damage? Probably should, right? No, I really don't need to.
I'm armed for a freaking circus. Right in the kisser.
Like, I think we just keep on rolling with this. He can handlock me if he kills the 1/1 now, which is actually something I didn't consider. Yeah, okay, right. Yeah, he's correctly spotted it. So now I burn Cannoneer. It could be a lot worse.
Lol.
Never forgive.
Right, we are going to start fusing some stuff. There we go. Use 2 of those, and then
I'm armed for a freaking
puts us back to
circus.
8. As long as we don't draw anymore, we're fine. Then, like I said, the plan is that you just wait until the artifact comes down.
This burden is mine to
That's
bear.
a good card for them to get. To be fair, we do have Puppet Shield.
I have much to learn.
Oh, They burned them and then they conceded. Yippee! Portal's easy. Oopsie.
Confirming target neutralization.
Okay. Well, that was a good one. We'll go for one more, shall we?
We have much to discuss.
This is kind of a decroded first hand. We want some low drops. Yeah, actually, I'm very happy with this. In a weird sense, I'm happy with having Ancient Cannon first hand. So let's get some minor board presence down, then let's double artifact recharge. Here is great. It does mean we're going to have to fuse a bit before... Okay, let's not artifact recharge right now if we can help it. I don't think we have a better turn 2 other than double artifact recharge. But, oh, this is a sweet trade, actually. Yeah, no, I'm just going to take the good trade, I'm going to be honest. Okay, there we are. So that puts us on 8. We might need to do... We can do maybe just a Stream of Life next turn instead of... and then on turn 4, we get out the Ancient Cannon and we start blasting. But yeah, no, this feels like some powerful shit right here.
I treat all my
Oh, this Bone Mancer. Ooh, yeah, you are a better 3-drop in this situation, aren't you? Okay. Right. Sure, and then brings us back to 9. So we need to fuse once more. Here we go. As soon as my mouse wants to cooperate, thank you. Right, and then next turn, we get blasting. If Miriam survives, I'm actually quite happy to Eva her as well for more blasting potential. Because we can get, like, well on the way to a Gundam here. Are you also part of the Deltarune resurgence that chapters 3 and 4 just came out? Off stream, I'm slowly working my way through it. Like I said, I don't think it's a game I could really do justice on stream, and also, like, everyone and their dog's doing playthroughs of that, so, you know, people can always look elsewhere for that. I'm focusing on, you know, other releases at the minute, like this one that came out about 2 days ago, I think. Our opponent here is thinking.
To kill the monster, be the monster.
Yeah, that's fine, actually. Super fine. Because we have we do have stream, but
then we can be together.
right, okay. So we definitely play out Ancient Cannon here. And then we want... I'm going to start fusing up, like, at our earliest convenience. So, you have to remind me, so... Okay, so we can fuse a couple of things. Yeah, U into U gives me Gamma. Then... what I'm slightly terrified of is we don't get another hit on there. U into both of you gets me another shot. Oof, not ideal. You know what gets us another shot, though?
Trajectory.
Evolving Miriam.
Just loving someone won't keep them safe.
That gets us another 2. Oh, Jesus. We gotta hurry, though.
With the void.
Needs 2 for beta. Okay, you know what? Fuck it, we're just gonna go face. We'll worry about the rest of the fusing and that next turn. Oh. That one was a thinking man's turn, shall we say. And we do have, like I say, almost all 3 of the... in fact, by the time we've got Stream of Life or Rukina out, you deal a lot of damage when you evolve, don't you? Yeah, okay. Ooh, banger turn for Puppet Shield. And then, I think I will use this on this. And then we'll fuse you into these 2 Gears of Remembrance. And that should get us Beta. Which means, yippee, we have all the parts of a Gundam. Now we just need to live. Until turn 10. Or turn 9, I guess, technically. We've also kind of, like, by osmosis, got this might guide down to 13. I don't know when that happened. I don't feel like I've hit his face, but yeah, alright.
The monster, be the monster.
Cards we would be super looking for now. The Doomright Ward. Like, Dirk's not terrible, don't get me wrong, but Doomright Ward would definitely go hard. Or Doomright Resurgence, like the 5-mana spell. Elise is not necessarily what I was looking for when I said that.
Hope is stronger than any metal.
Looking for a spark of inspiration.
Do we ever super evolve this? I feel that's putting all our eggs in one basket. I think we super evolve Dirk, yeah.
Might hurt.
Definitely makes way more sense to just do that because of the way super evolution works. Now, like I say, I really don't want to fuse these 3 golds before necessary. But maybe that's what we do, you know? Ooh, that's tough. That's a really good value, Reaper's Death Slash. Like, I think, even if we want to fuse the Gundam, like an Orcus goes nutty here. A, whatever her name is, the 8-mana girl, would go really nice. I suppose in the absence of any of that, which, I mean, looks like, you know.
This burden is mine to bear.
We can evolve you to summon a striker artifact.
Hope is the greatest weapon we can
Use
pass
that
on.
here. Then do a fusion real quick to just... You know, I think I would prefer a ward instead of a striker. So I'm going to do that. I'm not sure if that's the right play. We'll throw down another release, because she's here, more than anything else. And then we will, kind of, you know, jump and jive from there.
Demons aren't to be trusted.
That's another dead 5/5, which is tough, but we'll work it out. Oh, that's... oh, no, wait, that's fine, actually. That's just you dying faster. Unless... oh, what storm do you have? That's what I've got to ask myself at this kind of stage.
I have no regrets.
I have 1 Evo point left. Actually, I really need... oh, Divine... this is such a good Divine Thunder turn, actually.
This one we'll meet again. Expected.
I could play out an artifact here. Like, what's... okay, wait. It's 1 for Alpha. Restore 3 defense to your leader. I mean, I just don't have enough energy for it if I want to try and do the big boy next turn. So I'm just going to play this as is, actually, yeah. I just want a ward to make sure that I'm not going to fucking die this turn. And then as long as you also don't put up a ward, then we're all good here. Yep, that's fine.
There is no going back.
Ooh, that's a heal for 5. That's not what you want to see, actually. Okay, so he has 6. He has 9 on board is the issue. But wait, hold on. I forgot my fucking big boy artifact just does everything. If we could hit this, that would be very funny. Right. There we are. Alpha, basic gamma. Weird you can only click on alpha to do that. That's pretty good. And then...
All paths lead to extinction.
Bye-bye now.
The Great Purge.
Right. I didn't super evolve him. I could have won. Ah! He's throwing. He's throwing so hard.
On the clock.
Now we fucking die to this.
None will survive.
I threw. I literally saved that last super evo point as well. Oh, egg on my face.
It can't be.
I guess that's the nearest I've got to an oops here.
Here to fight.
Yeah, I think I might have just thrown this entire game because I've got no gold artifacts now. So all the other stuff I was waiting for going to be worth nothing, basically. Jesus, that's tough. Maybe an Orcus saves me.
I've got a nosebleed.
Like, I think exactly an Orcus saves me. Otherwise, it's so over. Orcus, please save me from my mistakes. No, okay.
Only ransom I take is blood.
Right, we can get some. Okay, we can get some fuses going here. We can have 1 gold gear.
Familiar feeling.
That's not bad. I need to. That's a requirement. Oh, well, this is fucking terrible. This does kill this. It's maybe the worst feeling I've ever felt. But this does work.
It never tough luck.
I have no regrets.
Do I just play this out for extra board? You're 1 away from dying. If you don't heal at the end of your turn, your own crest kills you. Call me crazy. I'm gonna just play it as is. And just heal up. Just a bit of extra board. Because any single tick of damage can win me the game here. Despite my horrendous misplay. Oh.
The need for loving never stops.
Super Evolve, give the ghost drain. Okay, she's not dead. Do ghosts have Bane natively?
Did this to me.
No, just Storm. Okay. So Storm, Drain. Yeah, that's, you know, that is what it is. Can you kill everything? You can't. You don't have the health to kill everything. You can heal up. Unless you've got a removal spell for 2 mana here, you're still toast.
The need for loving never stops.
Doesn't look like a 2 mana removal spell. Yeah, at the end of your turn, deal 1 damage to both leaders. You're going to be just in lethal range because of your own crest. Oh.
You did this to me.
This doesn't. Yep. No, you needed exactly 1 more ghost. Fair enough.
Never forgive.
There we go. And it's a good thing I played this because now I can go face and we can forget this game happened. Right.
Confirming target neutralization.
Okay. Right. Oh, that's. Oh, we've got a feat for winning 5 rank matches as well. What is that feat? Let's have a look at it. Ralmir. I was gonna say Rousey, but not Rousey. Oh, and free daily pack. Why not, you know? Let's give it a whirl. Maybe we'll finally get that D shift. Given that we can't get Daria out of these, apparently. Nope, we'll get Chitall instead. Fair enough. Let's, not decks. We want cards. I'm amazed we didn't see a single, I've already forgotten her name again. Ralmia? In that last game? I mean, like, I have literally, literally 3 of them in the deck. Max I can have. Right, it brings us back up to almost enough to craft 2 legendaries. So that's pretty cool. And I think with that, actually... oh, hello, what's... Beats. Yeah, let's go claim these as well. Yeah, I'll claim 1,000 from there. Win 5 ranked matches. You know what? There's a lot of rupees we get from this, but they're gonna last me like a while. And like master levels here. Play 1,000 followers. You can get stuff there, and 1,000 spells. And oh god, amulets. Yeah, amulets is going to be a bit tougher. Given I haven't really done that yet. Okay, some trickle rewards for later, essentially. This is going to happen in later sets. You know what? Okay, here's the move. What we're gonna do is we're gonna just breeze. We're just gonna breeze through Officer Swordcraft because I really don't care too much about it. If I can skip you just for the
With range
just for the fun of it.
Medium rare or well done.
Is there a skip button? No, I have to actually listen to you. Okay. Okay, looks like it's casting a knight. Right, I'm just gonna like say blast through this, and then because this is probably the last game, the last stream I'm gonna do of this for a bit, maybe. F5 on the front, so that last one will go to waste. Attack the knight.
right there. The pen and
Play Luminous Mage.
broken. I will provide cover. Let me aid you.
Okay. Oh, and they all gain rush. Jesus Christ.
Over my dead body. Ouch! Over my dead body. Ouch! Over my dead body. Ouch!
Then we get board wiped by William. Never mind. Not enough mana for William.
And I lacked foresight.
Weird. Oh yeah, I suppose you got to try and clear down the board some amount. Ooh. Several followers. To reward their service by strengthening them. Ernesta can buff all of their allies when played. Yeah.
Hope we can come to an agreement.
But wait, there's more. Use her evolve. But which means super evolve. There we go. Okay, yeah. You into there. Then 11 face.
Over my dead body.
Okay. It's weird thinking about Sword because the way they're presenting it here, this looks like a token deck. There's William the Bastard. Like, I should enjoy a token deck. Put the shame to see all of your followers fall in battle. But they fulfill their duties and the enemy leader is on their last leg. He's a sneaky storm can deal the killing blow. Follow the storm will attack the enemy leader right after coming onto the field. Time for you to take command. Okay, yeah, so what you basically mean is do what Sword has always done since forever.
Heaven's wrath will fall heavy on your head.
I'll always watch over you.
There we go.
The hour of keeper. Keeper.
Yeah, I guess I just don't like sword, partly because I've been, like, Alberted so many times that I'm just like, I'm not fucking doing that to other people. And partly, like, I don't know, I guess, to be fair, particularly in this meta at the minute, it's rough being a token player when everyone has insane board clear, like, every turn. Or can just make boards with ward better than you can. But yeah, no, it's definitely tough out here. Right. I said I wasn't going to do it, but I think I will do a temple here. So expensive, though. So expensive. And what am I really looking for here? Exclusively D-shift? Like, I should be saving. I should be saving. Because rupees are going to be hard to come by. These pack tickets, I swear we're going to get from, like, a bunch of places. But rupees, I think, might be hard. No, you know what? I said for stream, I'd do it, and this is for stream. Just fuck it. We're doing it. Right. Come on, D-shift or Daria. Or Dimension Climb, I guess it's now. D-climb or Daria. Those are really what we're looking for. Another Amataz isn't bad. I'm not actually sure whether I want to run a third one of him, to be fair. But, like, I do like him as a card. Sword cards, we don't really care. It's a Garyu, we don't care, but at least we've got 3 of him now, I think. Again, we're just... It's looking like a pile of dust. I'm pretty sure we've got an animated Amalia we can dust now, though, which is pretty good. Okay. That's 2 crappy sword legendaries. I mean, I guess it fills out the collection a bit, but not happy about it, even though it's 2 legendaries. That's another Amataz. Okay, right. I definitely have 4 Amataz now, so... Again, here's the play. I think I don't rely on rolling another, Okay. Now, how many Amatars do we have? It's 4, right? So I can... let's have a look. So liquefying this normally gives 1200. If I make it premium... How much is the premium? In fact, let's just filter to my legendaries. I must have an animated... Yeah, this liquefies for 2500, which is pretty big. So can I craft you into a legendary? Into a... Yeah. This. And then, yeah, I can disenchant you for way more. Yep, bye-bye. Get out of here. Delicious dust. And then... Go back to... I should have just pressed the liquefy button at the top, actually. So. Here we are, from that temple. Let's just get rid of our excesses here. Check I've got that right. I think I've got that right, yeah. That stream of life can go. Don't get me wrong, I like I do like an animated stream of life, but it's a silver and the economy comes first. The bronzes I'll allow. The silvers, I'm sorry, that's too much dust we're leaving on the table. Another animated goblin foray, I guess. That's technically something. Okay, there's our limit. Just dinged 10k dust. So at least that, like I said, that does feel good, but I've got to remember it's a fool's, it's kind of a fool's thing to grasp onto. Oh, hey. As much, again, I love that animation. It's just, this is what I'm saying. So, we've already got an animated of her, so we can just dust it straight away. But we can dust other ones, because that's what, like, That's a whole 1,000 dust right there. If we get another, like, gold, we can use another orb on it. There we go, right. So that's 11k dust. And, yeah, no D-shift, no Daria. I think, unless there's any stuff here. Like, what do we got? 100 rupees, 140 vials. It's just not bad. Events. Rupees galore. What do I have to do for this again? Everything seems to be resetting at around about 9, I think. Oh my god, what is happening? Oh! We could do the table match, actually. You know what? I'm down to do the table match. For an extra key. Because then we've got 4 more keys, and maybe they'll... Ooh, what? Hold on. Play a lobby match without quitting. Okay, so we need to just play a lobby match. That's fine, we can do that. There we are. We'll do one more. I want to do one more forest game. I think, so win or lose, we can play this, and then we'll go and like see if the park tickets get us any more pulls. On the off chance they do, we'll do more card pack pulls. I doubt they will. But yeah. Oh. Are we seeing gamers? No, never mind. A gamer has spawned in for us. Let's do this. I'm gonna have to look up some forest lists, to be fair, because mine's kinda a mess at the minute. Like, I think that might... There's so many moving parts of this forest deck that, like, I'm not sure how much of it is me piloting badly and going for the wrong sort of things, how much is me building the deck badly, and how much is bad draw. Like, 2 of those things are definitely on me.
It's okay. Enjoy yourself.
I mean... I think I have to throw all of those. And just look for lower costing. Aside from Olivia, why is Olivia here again? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Okay, sure. Hear me out. I think this could be a really good spot for Boggler if we get like a follower down here. Okay, kind of not the follower I was looking for when I said that. In which case, maybe just setting up the Goblet Staff is better. Yeah, I think setting that up now is early if that's going to be the line of play. Then, like I say, we'll see what they do here. Avian statue. Now, that's not something you particularly love to see. Right. So I need to play at least 3 cards, is the thing.
Oh dear.
I don't want to waste the limited removal we have on Bug Alert, though. Advanced? No, that doesn't make any sense. What's my combo at currently? Naught. Yeah. I guess I could, yeah. Like, bounce you, play you, play a fairy. And then that gives me draw. And then you probably just, yeah, do a bunch of storm-related things, and I get very scared. Okay, not a bunch of storm-related things. Just a minor amount of storm-related things. And this is where, again, part of me... Oh, fuck, I'm burning a card. So I didn't think.
I'm just a sweet Avenger Angel.
What are we losing here? Carbuncle's probably one of the better things we could lose, if I'm being entirely honest with you. Alright, let's send a fairy into here. Let's... play another tamer.
What's today's happy little surprise?
And then we have to play May.
How does one at last?
And then this as well. We have to play one fairy here to stop Anne filling up. And can I be so real with you? I think we evolve. We push face like we've never pushed face before.
Be cleansed.
We just have to, like, we have to find Roach and kill this person. That's kind of how this rolls.
Sorry, but my teachings are
Okay, yeah, that's gonna hurt.
creature punch.
I need an adult.
Put her under the bridge.
Okay. Amataz is fucking insane here, actually. Right. So we're gonna Amataz.
There's no end to a fairy blader's training.
We're gonna, Fairy Convocation. And we're gonna just fucking evolve this 8/8 unit.
Don't look away. Grow beyond.
Okay, and then yeah, we can spend 2 fairies to kind of clear out this. So I'd rather have my 8/8 just be untouched. Now, the unfortunate thing about this is that we get funny 6-mana amuleted, and you know, or no, dose of holy.
Here's the booster.
Do we mind double dose of holiness? It's not ideal. It's definitely not ideal,
Promise this won't hurt.
Endless journey.
but it could be a lot worse. Ooh, hello. Right, the issue is, so I can play 1 card and then I can just do Roach Mounts a bunch. I don't think that's even super worth it, if I'm being real. Like what, I can play Roach for not all that much. We're gonna play a fairy. We're gonna Roach. We're gonna Godwood Staff it back to hand.
For my people.
Roach again.
The world is full of splendor.
It does leave them on 6 health, to be fair. We're chunking them down. If they leave anything on board, Olivia really helps us out with the double Super Evo. Oh, that's real bad. Because now the fucking Rush line kills me. Okay. Okay. I think Olivia is absolutely the play here. It doesn't feel as good. Oh, maybe she's not. Let me be so real with you. Maybe she's not. I guess I'm asking this Haven player now, do you have big single target? Like, this is, No, don't be baited. Let's stick to the Olivia plan.
To an endless sky.
Arya is really good here. Okay. So we're gonna... How are we gonna kill this? Because we're gonna save our Arya for that. Fuck, I guess we play... You know what? We don't care. We're just gonna play
You're in the splash zone, pal.
as many fairies as we can. We're just gonna play as many fairies as we can and hope that Arya finishes next turn.
Fear not. The
Does that heal you?
Same time tomorrow?
It is a ward, is the unfortunate thing. Which is, no, actually, Arya deals with that. Hell yeah. Okay,
My
right.
wings shall be your deliverance.
I see.
I still think we're just 1 damage off.
Hear the primal cries. Leave this place.
sound the retreat.
We can bog alert 1 though, and that'll get us lethal. Ooh, there we go. There we go. Fairies.
I must overcome.
We're I just have to check it wasn't raining outside. All right, there we go. And then I'm gonna, like, I'm sorry, Ready, whatever the rest of your name was. I'm dipping there. I will hit you with the, never mind, you just despawned. Right, let me get my other daily quest. So that's 4 park keys. Maybe lock be a lady, you know? Maybe lock be a lady tonight. Who knows? Yeah, 50 rupees. But yeah, really not a lot inspiring outside of that, it's got to be said. So with that then, that will bring this stream to a close, I believe. That's been, that's... Okay, sure. I just wanted to leave the park. Oh, collection level 11. Do we get anything for that? Now that we've got a few more. Still missing a couple of pretty good cards, but oh well. Right. But yeah, no, I think that'll finish off, I guess, definitely the Shadowverse marathon for this week. I'm having a lot of fun playing this game at the minute. I definitely think my continued enjoyment and continued streaming is going to depend on what the next expansion and the whole monetization debacle and that looks like. You know, I would hope to see more of this. I think it's a pretty cool game to, you know, just chill and play for a couple of hours. But maybe, you know, I just hope that's the case. I'm going to leave it off on that. But yeah, not to sound ominous, because I've had a pretty good time tonight with some interesting decks. I'm just going to, yeah, leave off there. So, thank you all very much for watching. I've been Artorius Winchester, and I'll see you all next time. Farewell.